brother keeps saying that, you take the large quantities and you put it in the smaller containers. Place, you just mentioned that again, when you place items in shower pans, when you do, you allow better airflow. It cools quicker because it has less space to cool. Guidelines for state and local authorities. It's not happening, that's still on that. Okay, now, how food becomes unsafe. Does everybody know that when we are, and we're wrapping up a little behind, but everybody knows that how to store food when it comes in? Know that poultry always goes on the bottom, or raw food always goes on the bottom?
I made that mistake.
It's rather than, it's a learning experience. I know probably the biggest thing with us is space. We just have to figure out a way. The best thing to do it if you have space is to make sure that there's nothing raw in an area where cooked food is. But like I say, most kitchens and most spaces, you're so limited, so stuff has to be together. But if it has to be together in the same area, we need to make sure that there's no chance of raw product leaking into cooked food. When microorganisms are transferred from one surface to another, cross-contamination, and that's what we just saw, the adding raw contaminated products, receive no further cooking. Potato salad is huge because of the mayo. Let's see, we're running out of time, so I'm trying to. Cleaning and sanitizing, and we just hit on that. Has anybody had a problem with the health department for sanitizing buckets? Do most of you have sanitizing buckets in place in your workplace? Do you usually have, everybody usually have a sanitizing rag or a bucket in the workspace space? Do you not?
I don't, but I learned from another cafe that they kind of went what they were doing, and she just used like Clorox wipes.
Well, yeah,
Is that okay?
well, that's Clorox does what sanitizing does, but what the advantage of having a sanitizing bucket is not, you can wipe it, because the problem with using a wipe, if you don't throw it away after you use it, you're more likely to cross-contaminate something. And that's a danger zone of not having, every time you dip a rag into a sanitizing bucket, or whether you're using a sanitizer product or whether you're using bleach, then you're killing the bacteria.
Okay.
But if you just get in a habit of just using a rag, the chances of you throwing that rag away is slim to none. So if you use the rag to wipe up some juice from wet meat, and the rag stays on the counter, and now you're getting ready to cut celery or cut something on the board, and use that same rag to wipe something off before you use it, you're most likely to contaminate something that way.
Okay, we just use those pop-up, the Clorox.
Sanitizer.
wipes.
They got food service safe sanitizer in bottles too.
Yeah.
can get.
Well, you just spray.
Stock that.
Yeah,
That's what I use.
Okay.
That's why that guy got you with that rag on.
Yeah, they don't want you to have rags on the counter.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah, they want you to either have a bucket or, as you said, have the sanitizer spray.
I'm learning.
Yeah, and here's what we're talking about right there. Sanitize the surface, allow it to air dry. How to clean and sanitize in a 3-compartment sink. Does most of you have a 3-compartment sink?
I do.
Everybody pretty much have a sink. Do you have the soap? Do you have the soap, the water, and the sanitizer as well? Most of you. Do you just have you don't?
I have a 3-compartment sink. I just don't have all that.
Yeah.
Ecolab will come and set
Yeah.
it up.
Next week
To do it.
I think
To
I've
show
done
me what to
everything
do.
it said not to do.
Right.
Surprised
But
the
as I
guy's
say it to you,
Prototyping at our church.
you can go on the website and see it, and like when I mentioned to you, when I say that, it's just by the grace of God that when you see this stuff, that something hasn't happened,
But you're making the effort because you're here.
But you know the problem with all this?
Good point.
What's that there?
cause I'm a real clean person,
Mhm.
but even just the 2 years I've been involved in this and learning all this, it's like I become,
Yeah.
Germaphobe?
And it's.
yes,
Yeah.
I mean, I see
Wait till you
people-
take the certification, you won't want to eat anything that you didn't grow in your own backyard.
You know, I'm at a meat counter getting meat and a lady behind there's biting her nails and I'm
Yeah.
just thinking,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, you
Yeah.
know, I mean, you see everything
Yeah,
now.
even, I took the sanitation course, it's a state test, and even I wash my hands, and I'm about to come out the bathroom, come out of these bathrooms. Now, I use a paper towel to wash
To
my
hold
hands.
it, to hold the door.
Right.
Yeah, to hold it down.
Because, you know,
But somebody didn't wash their hands,
If
I'm
you think
putting it
about
right back on it.
Yes.
Yeah, if you
Then I go shake hands with somebody else, and then it goes.
And what it does, and what this
Self-conscious.
does, is making you aware of it, because it's things that you wouldn't normally think of. What's the purpose of going to the restroom and washing your hands when you finish, throwing the paper in the trash, and then grabbing the handle?
Yeah.
You don't really know who.
Yeah,
you
somebody
know,
didn't wash
and
their
that's-
hands.
Yeah, that's the same, and that's what it did it to me the first time I took it. I won't hold a door
Yeah.
open
Yeah,
without a towel.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I use that towel, open the door, and throw it in the trash as I'm holding the door with my foot, and then go out of it.
All your
Or even
restaurants
just
are
people
switching.
popping, they'll pop in their hand and then shake your hand, you know,
Yeah.
you just.
And then you rub your eyes, and there it goes.
Yeah, some restaurants are
It drives
switching
me
to
crazy though
this
now.
water,
Okay.
so you can put your arm under to open.
Right, well, with that said, that we're almost at the end of it, and does anybody have any questions in reference to it? I mean, it was quick, we didn't get a chance to cover everything. The advantage about the Safe Serve courses, when you go to become certified, in almost all cases, I think, you do a dry run, and they do just what we've done here, but you have more time to go through it. And basically what we've done here, just share it with you in a very short period, some of the things of importance, and made you aware. And if you still have to take the test, you're less likely to be able to understand what they're sharing with you. Because in the Safe Serve test, it usually is about a 4-hour test, and of that the 4-hour process, and of that 4 hours, at least 2 hours is going over the material and making sure you're aware of it. But until you take the test, until test time, hopefully some of the things that I've shared with you will jump out at you. And it is real simple. It's pretty much like a no-brainer of it if you just think about it. I mean, and what it's going to do, it's going to make you aware when you see people, even servers do it, because restaurants don't enforce the issue.
Yeah.
You have servers that actually, waiting on you, will run to the restroom with their apron on. You know, I mean, that's a total no-no, you know what I mean?
So what happens if you flunk that test?
You won't flunk it.
Now,
No, you won't flunk it.
Health department shuts you down.
Yeah, no, you won't flunk it. They're gonna
It
make
goes in their
sure.
database and they'll see you Monday.
I'm doing it through the health department.
Yeah, no, you want,
I'm
well, they're
about
gonna
to
make
do it
sure
now.
that you
And
get
I
the
will be
information you
first to
need,
flunk it, I
and there's
promise.
enough time
They'll educate you
between,
before.
They'll educate you first.
between, preparation
Just
of the
long enough to
test
pass the test.
and taking
Are
of
you
the
doing it
test.
online?
For you-
No,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's normally done at the same time.
Well, what we
Yeah.
did, we ordered the books,
Get in
for the staff.
For the staff.
And it was a kind of guide.
And you're taught it.
And we didn't teach it, it's just you read through the information.
Right.
And you just did the test after that.
Right.
We didn't have to do it.